All right, now forgive me if it sounds like I'm chasing rabbits, but you've got me thinking about the makeup of these inks. I know that white inks are naturally thicker than normal CMYK and therefore demand certain maintenance. Does the same apply to metallic?
Yes, it's good to know this in advance. The difference between white and metallic ink versus your normal CMYK is more than a matter of pigment. The actual composition makes these inks denser and therefore requires a little bit more attention. White ink has titanium dioxide in the solution. And of course, metallic ink has little metal flakes suspended in the ink. That's what makes it metallic. The silver metallic or TiO2 flakes need to be kept agitated so that they don't settle in the cartridge. The VJ24X has an internal ink recirculation system, so there's no worries about clogged heads. But the cartridges need a little TLC.
We're shaking the cartridges, aren't we?
Yes, we want to pull the white and silver cartridges out one time daily to give them a little shake. Takes like 30 seconds.
Now, I think of a bottle of white out. It's great when we're using it, but when you're not, you run the risk of it settling and drying up.
Right, so a little shake every day will keep the ink active and less likely to clog print heads.
Now, these are some of the maintenance concerns that may scare customers away from white and metallic inks. Not that maintenance is complicated by any means, but some people would prefer inks that are a little less demanding.
Well, that leads us to one more option. I hinted earlier that the white and metallic are not the only main attractions when it comes to the VJ24X. Equally awesome is its incorporation of beautifully bright fluorescent inks.
Okay, where in the world are we going to put these cartridges?
Well, the use of fluorescent yellow and fluorescent magenta is an exciting alternative for those who don't think they're quite ready to get into the white and metallic markets. The sight of brilliant fluorescent decals and banners brings the added excitement to any sale or promotional event. These inks were designed for prints that are meant to get noticed.
Yeah, look at these colors. Talk about standing out.
Fluorescents definitely pack a punch and draw attention, but in a way different than the white and metallic.
Right, where I picture the white and metallic as undercoats or accents, with these fluorescents, I say the more the merrier. Here's my concern though. Ink like this has to be expensive.
Actually, fluorescent ink doesn't cost much more than your normal CMYK cartridges, and is certainly less expensive than white or silver. Now, anyone who's used fluorescent vinyl knows that these colors are kind of like James Dean or Jimi Hendrix. They have a live fast, die young attitude. In other words, they're brilliant, but they're not as durable. Fluorescents are going to last about 3 to 6 months outdoors without lamination. So if you need that print to pop long term, add some PrismJET 100 over laminate film, or maybe even a layer of Orgard 290. The same applies to the silver metallic prints. The metallic ink is not quite as light fast or UV resistant as the CMYK, and it's not as abrasion resistant. So any print that has silver metallic spot colors on top of the CMYK that's going to be set outside long term or subject to handling really should be laminated.